Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. My name is, of course, Csaw or Chris, and today we are talking about Final Fantasy XIV in 2020. How's it going, everyone? Hopefully you are having a great day. I'm doing quite well myself. Thank you for asking. I know you were thinking it. Today we are doing a little bit of catch up with some of our job quests. There is a specific dungeon that I'm hoping to do that isn't part of the main scenario quest. It's one of the optional dungeons that someone in the comments drew to my attention. And I had gone into it, and I really didn't like how difficult the first run through was. So I was like, we need to get some gear and do this a little bit better. I also had someone leave midway through, and like it fell apart. I'm sure you've had dungeons like that before in any MMO. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna do a different video instead first. So we'll put that on pause for a second, and we are gonna go ahead and talk about some upgrades that we most desperately needed. So we are working on the Scholar again. I confess that I've really put a lot of my eggs into the Scholar basket as I've been progressing in the last little while, just because I've really been enjoying the healing, and I've honestly even been questing as a Scholar, which I don't know if that's weird or not, but the combination of my summon, my chocobo that can sort of fight by my side, and the bit of damage that I can do, plus the fact that I can heal through pretty much anything, has really made it a very comfortable questing build, which, you know, I'm not sure if that's really what I should be doing or not, but it's working. So yeah. That being said, I haven't really done my job quests on any of my other characters in a while, and I was like, at the very least, I could have my Scholar job quests up to date, and it was a very good decision, as we'll see later on in this video. You do end up getting some really good gear and a nice little healing skill at the end of this. But yeah, so we're traveling through a bunch of different zones, some really cool zones, specifically the one right here. I think requires a bit of a walkthrough at some point, because it's definitely something I haven't seen, where there's a lot more technology in the ground, which is very interesting, because a lot of the other places I've seen in Final Fantasy XIV so far have been, there's been some nice cities and stuff like that, but they've been very high fantasy, and just more recently I've been able to see a bit more technology in the game. We go back to the last episode where I did see this creation from the Empire that definitely was robotic in some nature. Well, here we have a whole bunch of different pipes and refineries and mechanical things worked into the otherwise beautiful nature of Final Fantasy XIV. So there's definitely themes of machinery mixed in with the world that's becoming more apparent as I grow closer to the end of the Realm Reborn story. I find that very interesting, and I wonder if it carries on, or if that's a lot more to do with the Empire compared to anything else, and I'm starting to get more into areas that they have control over. But yeah, it's been a nice breath of fresh air, because it is once again a very different scene than I've seen in a lot of the other maps I've explored so far. So that's cool. I've also seen a lot more crystals and stuff like that. So like just glowy crystals, and I don't know, I've been noticing them. They've been very pretty. I've really lost myself staring at crystals in this game sometimes. There's a specific story step that I didn't cover too much, but you go through this big maze of golden crystals, and I got lost in there for several minutes, just, well, A, trying to find my way, but B, looking at the surroundings and the beauty of it. So it was really cool. But yeah, so in terms of this quest, we are trying to get some clothes, actually. So it's interesting because it's thematically about us getting a new outfit, but also about us getting new gear that actually helps out our character, which seems like a very simple thing to do, but it's actually something that a lot of games don't really do. Like if you're usually getting a disguise in some game, it's purely a cosmetic thing and you often just wear it for that quest and it's gone. This game's done a really good job of tying it to, like, we're trying to get a old-timey scholar outfit, and we're actually going to keep it as a piece of gear after. So it's a really novel idea in that regards, and I really do enjoy it. I think it's a nice step that way. As per usual, we are kind of doing a bunch of errands. We have to go and collect some pieces of the outfit, or materials rather, at which point we go back to the trainer, who then says we have to go to these different crafters to help us create the perfect outfit, which is nice as well, because I think it really introduces a few different crafters to the player who might just be focused on the main scenario. And it's always good to integrate different features and different aspects of your game and just sort of present them. And then if the player wants to follow up, if they want to do some crafting later on, they can. But this is particularly nice because we go from crafter to crafter and we kind of hear a little bit about what they're going to do, and then we see a very short video of them doing their crafting job, and being super excited about it being a crafter. Like, if I was excited, as excited as most of these NPCs are to do their job, you know, I can only hope to be that pumped about doing my job in real life. So very interesting. The one weird thing is that this guy specifically can't do other parts of the outfit. So he sends us to some other crafters. The other crafters are like, oh, that's super easy. I can do this in like 1 second. I feel like these are skills that this guy could acquire if he just like went with us and learned from everyone. But you know, I'm not judging anyone. Everyone should be best at what they want to be best at. But very interesting. What this has done is it's got me in the mood to do some more crafting, or professions in general. That's something I haven't really made a video about in a few months now. I think the last one I did was fishing, which was quite a while ago. So that being said, if anyone has a request or wants me to check out a specific profession in one of the next few videos, and I know we're all just really excited for me to get to the end of A Realm Reborn, and I promise that's coming. But if you do have a crafting or a gathering profession you want me to see, please let me know in the comments below, and I would be interested in checking one out, and just doing a quick video and sort of just a little, you know, breather from the main story to explore some of the other parts of the world, because I maintain that that's a very good thing to do while you're on your way. But yeah. So we got our new gear, we got our cool new hat, we look very educated now, definitely wise and trustworthy as a healer. Definitely not someone who'd let you die, right? Like, this isn't the voice of someone who all of a sudden wouldn't notice that he's out of mana and let you die in a cave somewhere where there's a big frog attacking you. That definitely didn't happen in a most recent dungeon or something like that. So yeah, no, we're definitely doing a lot better. There is a second part to this quest too, so it's sort of back-to-back job quests. Neither of them were terribly long. The crafting one was a bit more time-consuming, though granted, if you were someone who was just skipping through all the dialogue and cutscenes, it could be a lot quicker. This one was really quick. You just go to this pretty cool spa where sick people are hanging out, so less cool, I guess. I don't know if I'd want to go to a sick person place, but you go and you cure them. I guess it's kind of a way of the game introducing your cleanse as well, because you are using that to cure the conditions, which once again, the game's mixing something thematic with something that you actually do in the game, which I think is such a good thing. It's a really good learning opportunity for people who might not have discovered their cleanse, which took me a little while to discover it, but I did get there from, you know, your guys' comments before this point in the game, so that's at least good. What I do like is the token enemies that, you know, spawn whenever you do kind of quests like this in MMOs. It seems like the developers are like, You haven't fought something in a while. Let's toss in a couple random enemies just to keep you on your toes. And it was really weird the first time because I was like, why is this cleanse taking longer than all the other ones? And all of a sudden I'm like, there's going to be an enemy that comes and tries to kill me. And yeah, that's completely what happens. So there's definitely some very traditional aspects of other MMOs that are still very present in Final Fantasy XIV, specifically in the Realm Reborn, and I'm very interested to see how much current MMO inspiration they take in later expansions like Shadowbringers and stuff like that. And I don't know, I'm just very excited to see the future expansions. I'm pretty sure I say that every video, but it's definitely one of the main things that keeps me very invested, is just seeing how much this game is going to evolve from chapter to chapter, because it's fun in any game to see what their vision is of the future. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Next video, we will probably be tackling a certain dungeon again. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.